Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, April 17th, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures here. You're going to see that the futures are moving higher. They're trading up by about 3 points at the moment, right to around that 1855, 1856 level. So again, futures really took their cue right about 6 o'clock in the morning. Started to ramp up higher, now into positive territory. Today is the final trading day of the week here in the United States. The markets will be closed tomorrow for the observance of the Good Friday holiday. It is also this earlier in the week, the start of Passover. So volume trends, while they haven't been very bad, they were a little bit lighter just because of the holidays that are in effect. Something I want to bring up today is that it is an options expiration day for the month of April. So I know that hasn't gotten a lot of publicity. A lot of people haven't talked about that. But the April expiration is actually today. Normally it's on a Friday, but when there's a holiday on a Friday, it reverts back to the Thursday, and that is today. Just a few moments ago, we did get the I believe the weekly jobless claim number, and that came out a little bit better than expected. It looks like jobless claims were down about 11,000. I believe they were to 275,000, which is a pretty good number. I guess that's what it was. So again, 2.74 million. Jobless claims drop 11,000. So that's a pretty good number. But again, we don't care about that. We only care about the reaction in the stock market. And today we have a ton of stocks out here that are reporting earnings. So again, you know my philosophy. Watch the dollar yen. If the dollar yen goes up, stock market goes up. The dollar yen starts to sell off and go down, stock market goes down. It's just that simple at this time. So again, that's what you want to watch for. All right, let's talk about some stocks that are in the news today. We're going to start off with Google. By far the most important and the biggest tech stock. Google got trampled yesterday after the closing bell. Stock went all the way down to 325. It has come all the way back. It is now at 353. So Google closed at 363.90, trading down about 10 points at the moment. But it has come back quite a bit from yesterday's after-hours sell-off. So again, watch Google. If it gets down to around the 535 level, I guess that's going to still be some support. If it goes higher, I'm not really sure where it's going to go to. I guess the stock has resistance around $607. But again, it's a big wide-range play. We'll see where it trades out. Rarely are we going to expect Google or anything else to cause a major sell-off today ahead of a holiday. Normally we're going to look for a flat to slightly positive trading session. Next stock I want to go to today is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is upticking a little bit. Stock closed at 157.22. It's been beaten down to a pulp, but it is rebounding a little bit today, trading decently higher. Again, closed at 157.22. Right now trading at 161. Give Goldman a little upside bias, I guess at the moment. I don't have great levels here for Goldman, at least not from what I'm seeing. Nothing that I really am that interested in or trusting, but nonetheless, Goldman, watch it around 163.50, 163.60. There will be pretty good intraday support there. Again, it can still go higher. It's a pretty strong gap up, but again, around 163.60 should be a fair amount of support for Goldman intraday. Let's take a look at its cousin here, Morgan Stanley. I believe they reported earnings as well. They upped their dividend. Stock's trading at $30.79. It closed at basically $30 yesterday, $29.89. Morgan is fine right now. 31 looks to be a fair amount of resistance. Again, another big level of resistance for Morgan Stanley, should it trade up there, would be right around the $31.36 level. So again, if it gets to 31.36 and then ultimately 32, that'll be another resistance point. So you got a couple little intraday resistance levels for Morgan Stanley there. Let's go to the big one here, IBM. Any way you slice it or dice it, there's nothing good coming out of IBM right now. So Big Blue looks like a big black eye. Right now the stock is trading at 187.93. This is basically the low of the pre-market yesterday. I ultimately think it's going to go lower. I will have some gap levels for this equity in the chat room. So come on over to the chat room. Those levels will be posted up at 9 o'clock in the morning. We do have a few gap plays for you this morning. So again, that's one you want to watch for. But right now, IBM, is really trading lower and does not look very strong on the charts today. So again, expect a little bit lower price, but we will be looking to scalp this one today after the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at United Healthcare. UNH is a ticker symbol. This stock is also trading down a little bit. It closed at 78.19. Right now it's trading at 77.14. A level I have for United that looks pretty good intraday, this would just be for a scalp, would be $75.84. So keep that on the radar. If UNH gets to $75.84, there could be a quick scalp play there. Just looking to see what else there is now. The next level is a lot lower, so we're going to leave that one alone. But if it gets to 75.84, that would be a scalp level there. Let's take a look at Blackstone. Blackstone is trading higher after reporting earnings. Private equity group, Steve Schwartzman. This stock closed at $31 yesterday. It is now trading at $32.23. The one thing I will say about Blackstone, I don't have a great level here either way. I suppose the stock could trade back up to $35. But the one thing you want to look at when you look at this stock is that this stock has still not gotten to where it traded on its IPO debut. So again, I believe, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is up there. I thought we didn't get there. But it's trading right in that level. So again, Blackstone, if you go back to 2007, according to this chart, it says the high was 32. I believe it was 36. I think this chart may be wrong. But either way, stock is just getting back to where it traded around in 2007. That's pretty incredible when you think about it. Took all that time, and the stock is just getting back to where it debuted in 2007. Let's take a look at BlackRock, BLK. This is Larry Fink and Company. Right now, the stock closed at $310.10. $310.15. Today, it's trading at $318.75. So a decent pop higher. This should be a lot of resistance up here. So again, around the 320, 322, somewhere around there. There's a lot of resistance there. I'm not saying it can't trade higher than that, but if you own this equity, I would be trailing my stop loss. If you don't own it, I would not be buying it up here. I wouldn't short it just because the levels are such wide range and it's a high price stock. But nonetheless, that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Let's take a look at Chipotle Mexican Grill. So this one here closed at $5.52 yesterday. It's trading at $5.70 today. Pretty good pop for Chipotle Mexican Grill. I don't really have a great resistance point on this one, but nonetheless, the stock is trading higher before earnings. We'll see how high it can go. I have to think that the double top at 622 should be the big resistance level, but nonetheless, I'm not sure it's going to get up there, but it can. This stock is thin, meaning it has it's a low float stock with and it rarely trades 1 million shares a day, so the moves can be rather dramatic, and it is a $500 equity. Let's take a look at Pepsi. Looks like Pepsi reported earnings also. Stock right now is trading at 86.16. I'm showing resistance here at 86.75. I would not chase Pepsi. I'm tempted to even short it here, but it's already pulled back. So again, if it does get up to that $86.75 level, should be a ton of resistance up there. Again, 86.75. It's a hard stock to try to short, but nonetheless, I really don't see much upside in Pepsi. Let's go over to SanDisk. They reported earnings as well. Stock right now is trading basically around $81, closed at $75.85. So this is a solid pop up. This is strong stock too. So I would not get in front of SanDisk right now. SanDisk looks fine. It will hit some resistance points, but these are all little minor intraday scalp levels. We'll have to see when our market opens. Right now, I'd have to give the stock the upside bias to $87.50. Looking at Schlumberger today, SLB, they call it the slob. Right now, the stock's holding up pretty well. It closed at 101 yesterday. It is trading at 101.27, so nothing great, nothing terrible. The stock could trade a little bit higher. I don't see anything terrible here for it. My resistance level, believe it or not, is all the way at 105, so I don't think you should get in front of this one. Leave it alone. Let's see how it plays out. Today there is another IPO, one of the many that are being released. Today is Weibo. This is considered to be the Twitter of China. So they believe they priced this IPO at $17. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to do or how it's going to shake out. But again, this stock will come public today. I believe it was priced at 17. I'm not sure where it's going to open. The company is partly owned by Cena Corp. So again, watch that one today. I'm not even sure of the ticker symbol on WIBO, but you could check it out. That will be the hot IPO today. We'll see how that all plays out. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold is trading down about $2 on the session. So again, if dollar yen goes up, gold should go down. Dollar yen goes down, gold should go up. That's kind of the way it works there. You can see the GLD right here is trading at 125.38. The GLD closed at 125.54. So not a big deal, but gold's been under some pressure recently with the stronger dollar yen. We'll see how this all plays out going forward. Looking over at the oil market this morning, you do have light sweet crude basically trading up another 4 pennies to 103.80. So again, oil is still very, very expensive. Let's take a look at the USO. You can see the USO trading at 37.40. Closed yesterday at 37.48. It's not that big a deal, but nonetheless, oil continues to hold up very, very well. The problems in the Ukraine and Russia are still fierce, and then you have the problems in the Middle East, which always seem to be there. So again, oil is very, very tough right now to see prices go down. And prices at the pump, as we talked about all this week, if you take a look at the UGA, have been very, very strong. And this is United States Gasoline Fund. This is hitting multi-month highs now. So again, prices at the pump a little bit higher. And you're also looking at oil prices, which are certainly very high. But either way you slice it or dice it, futures are up $2.75. Again, holiday, we look for a flat to slightly positive trading day. Final trading day of the week. It is Options X as well. Volume will probably die out around the noon hour, so be a little bit careful, but expect good volatility in the morning session. With that said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. Want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you all on the charts. Take care now.